Let's get the game number 1 started. Isengard against Dwarves, Lords against Gimli, Saruman against King Dane, or Sharku against Gloin. You have the blue Dwarven player Inumara at the top side, against the red Isengard player Abe Harvey at the bottom side. 2 furnaces coming up for Isengard, 2 mineshafts coming up for Dwarves. And yeah, we have seen this matchup a couple of times. I believe we will also get the chance to see more and more Dwarven gameplay tonight. Just because Dwarves, they are always the picked faction most of the time for the opponent player. And I believe their purpose is to be random. You know what I'm saying? When you pick random, you don't see the enemy faction. But if you know it's Dwarves, I believe they lose all the momentum, all the advantages they get from being unrevealed. Now they are revealed. And that's why in most situations they end up losing. However, we have also seen them winning a couple of games. So it's definitely possible to win. It's not like impossible. But it's a bit harder. 90s, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Welcome, hope you're gonna enjoy your stay. So we have 2 mineshafts, Hall of Warriors, and the builder is leading forward through the middle of the map. He looks for a chance to build a mineshaft potentially at the river here. Let's see the placement. In the meantime, we have 2 furnaces, 3 furnaces into the Uruk pit for the Uruk Hai. The builder is actually moving on, maybe to the spot. And 8less777, thanks for the follow as well. Does the winner of this go to the finals? Yes, the winner of this one is going to move on to the grand finals against Sauron. That's also finals of the losers bracket. And the loser of this one is going to be the 3rd place of the tournament, gets at least 10 bucks. Whoever wins that is going to be able to get at least 30 bucks with a chance of winning 60 bucks. Remember, it's a $100 cash prize tournament. And the money is going to be splitted between the number 1, $60, number 2, $30, and number 3, $10. I believe Abe Harvey was able to see this mineshaft. So we have at the beginning Guardian start. He has already 1 Guardian inside the mineshaft. The second one is coming out of the Hall of Warriors as well. And the first push is all about to happen. With 2 Guardians and eventually the Rallying Call. However, remember the Kribin is able to nullify all the bonuses they will get from the Rallying Call. It's going to be used now. Uruks are faster than the Guardians, but they are not as strong as the Guardians in a one-on-one situation. Especially not when they are buffed like that. So the only way you can win against them as Uruks is by using Kribin. Otherwise, you will lose. He ignores them actually and tries to destroy the mineshaft instead. The mineshaft will be definitely taken down. Demolish maybe to get some money back. Nope. The crossbowman? No, he actually goes for the second Urukai. The furnace is going to be committed and demolish a little bit too late. But it's fine. They didn't get the chance to get level 2. The furnaces are extremely squishy buildings. The builders from Isengard are both at the top side, so they are expanding offensively, and that's what I like to see. Expanding offensively against dwarves is a nice strategy. Exclamation mark bracket in the chat, Rick, to see the current bracket. And that's the second last game. I mean, after this one, the winner is going to face in the grand finals in the last series of the tournament against Sauron. We have a fight between Guardians and Uruks. And even now, the Guardians, they are actually holding themselves while they are being debuffed. I was expecting this fight to be much more one-sided than it actually is. Remember, the Uruks are more expensive than Guardians. But I believe in a fair one-on-one situation, they will potentially lose this fight. One more Uruk coming, one more Guardian coming from the bottom side. There is a sneaky mineshaft. He's getting more and more reinforcements up on the field. Crossbowmen are a great choice. Caesar, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. And with the crossbowman and the Uruks body blocking the Guardians, he should be able to win this fight. But don't be in the melee range. Oh, 3 of them got sniped down instantly. And yeah, Uruks getting level 2, that's good. The furnace is going to be still taken down. He doesn't demolish it in time, it's fine. As long as you can demolish that before it's destroyed, you can deny them to get level 2. But they will get level 2 anyway now. That's going to unlock the charge attack, which gives them a burst movement speed. And they will be also able to trample down the enemy units. Use it now, use it now. Do it, do it, do it.
We've got to move.
Oh, okay, it's all good. Charge attack. Oh, nice dodge from Abe Harvey. They have lords on the field now. Remember, charge attack is also giving you additional movement speed, 25% movement speed for a short duration. 4 power points collected for the Isengard player Abe Harvey after the beginning of the game. 450 command points available. On the other side, we have 400 command points available for Inumara, and he has 4 power points collected as well. The mineshaft here will be found. He has some pikemen inside, but the pikemen cannot fight against the Uruks in a one-on-one situation. What could be helpful is definitely battle wagons, but yeah, again, the battle wagons are super expensive and also very squishy against Isengard pikemen. Lords, by the way, is already level 2. He was able to deal with the Guardians, no big deal. He has now the Carnage unlocked for additional damage and also armor. Okay, so what is the plan? Isengard has the option to go for, say, the War Chant, the Vision of Palantir, but also you can skip that and go for a 10 power point instead, which can be, for example, Devastation, which in Battle for Middle-earth 2 is very, very effective as it's able to stun even heroes for a short duration. And yeah, I mean, the biggest weakness of the Dwarven faction, as we guys know, is the lack of movement speed. So very sloppy and slow moving units and heavily relying on the mineshaft network connections. That's the only way. Oh, look at this. Lourdes is popping off, you know, he's getting more and more experience. There is little to nothing Inumara can do about this situation. Running away is not an option because he will be able to outrun you. He will be able to chase you and catch you and kill you. Level 4 just like that. Level 4 turns Lourdes into an anti-hero because that unlocks the cripple ability, which can, you know, pin a hero for like 30 seconds, which is more than enough time for the Lourdes to kill him. Five power points collected after the running call for dwarves, 350 command points available for dwarves, and Isengard has right now 550. So you can see, you know, the game is not looking great for the dwarven player, and he needs to get a great attack done. He needs to be able to deal crazy amount of damage, which again, you know, is easier said than done. There is Glowing, but getting crippled. Lourdes, like mentioned before, is throwing the sword, using Carnage, and look at his damage, boys. He's also hitting the mineshaft at the same time because Lourdes with Carnage has splash damage, right? And there is nothing Glowing can do. Heal is gonna do the trick, but Lourdes can always disengage when he wants to. There is no way you can ever chase and catch Lourdes. And Glowing has been taken down. I believe that's gonna be the call for the GG now, and the first game will be won by the Turkish player Abe Harvey. The decision is available for the worst case scenario, and Inumara fights until the end. I appreciate that, I respect that. It's a tournament game and never give up, never surrender. Always fight until the very end. The furnace here is going to be taken down next. Pribane is available if needed, but it looks like he doesn't want to use it just now. Double Uruk Pit to get more and more reinforcements on the field all the time. And once again, Devastation can also be used to just stun them, you know? Some Uruks are resting, they are taking a break. Remember, Glowing is gone, so Glowing is dead. And Lourdes is still alive, if I'm not mistaken. There is Lourdes. He's also recovering up over time. He's almost level 5. That's going to unlock his leadership for more DPS for the nearby allied units. The furnace here is going to be eventually taken down, but it's not the end of the world. Isengard is still 500 command points available against only 400. Actually, the gap is getting closer and closer, but the level mineshaft, losing this is going to be painful. He might lose this one if he has no rebuild. No, he has no rebuild yet, so yeah. And remember, oh, he's gonna call it, guys. Yeah, he's gonna call it. GG is gonna be called from Inumara, and that's it. Game number 1 is over. Inumara is falling 1-0 behind. Okay, so we have the blue dwarven player Inumara against the red dwarven player Abe Harvey on the left side. This, ladies and gentlemen, once again is the map Erech the Fourth Age, which is one of the most recent 1v1 maps in the Battle for Middle-earth 2 scene. And also we are planning to use all of these maps because they are so great for the upcoming Champions League for Rise of the Witch King. That's a good thing because you can use any map from Battle for Middle-earth 2 also in Rise of the Witch King. That's definitely possible. So, 2 mineshafts from both the players, obviously. And we will eventually see also the Hall of Warriors. This matchup requires lots of macro. You need to have clear understanding about the pathing of the opponent player to be able to find and kind of spot the enemy mineshafts all the time. That's all it matters in this matchup, trust me. Leave no one alive. So we have 3 mineshafts Hall of Warriors and 2 mineshafts Hall of Warriors for Inumara. And the third mineshaft is going to be actually built up offensively. So that's more like an offensive opening, and this is more like a casual / defensive opening. And yeah, that's a random Haradrim horn in a Dwarven mirror matchup. You like to see it. Okay, so the builder is actually moving on to the bottom side from Abe Harvey, and I believe it's gonna be a Dwarven Guardian opening into the second Guardian, and in the meantime Abe Harvey is going to start with the Pikeman. So I believe he's going to try to creep. There is a Warclay here which can be defended, I mean creep defensively. There is nothing the Inumara player can do, the blue Dwarven player can do, I mean. The push is incoming, boys. What is this? It's a mineshaft coming up from Abe Harvey. It's pretty much the same location like his opponent player Inumara. So I believe these are trade. I'm actually curious. Are these two or is it only one single? But I think it's only one single battalion. In one single battalion, I don't think it's gonna achieve too much, but we shall see. You know what could be nice in this matchup? Definitely early battle wagons, early Gloin, or eventually even extrovers, which we don't get the chance to see very often. I believe extrovers in a situation like that can be a great choice for defending and also putting pressure at the same time. This mineshaft is going to be committed on, and I think it's going to be taken down. The same situation also here. The pikes, they are buffed now from the rallying call. They get punched in the face from the cave troll. And this Guardians, they need to be careful now. No, he's actually taking some... Oh, beautiful trample with the charge attack. He might actually be able to defend this one, because the pikes are so vulnerable against the Guardians. What is actually happening here? Fiesta. This mineshaft in the meantime from Abe Harvey has been taken down. We have a fight between Guardians against Guardians. Charge attack is incoming now from Inumara once again. He actually makes sure to upgrade all these Guardians to level 2 with the banner. So charge attack also gives you once again additional movement speed and also additional armor to make them a bit more tanky. This mineshaft is going to be actually protected. That's a good start. He didn't only deny him to creep this troll layer, which was the initial plan. There we go again. But also he ended up defending this one and destroying the mineshaft here from Abe Harvey. Was a very good start into the game number 2 from Inumara, and he needed that. He really needs that after losing the first game. And remember, it's the last time Abe can pick dwarves for Inumara. It's, you know, the second time you can only pick the same faction twice. It means starting from the next game, we won't see any more dwarven pick from Abe Harvey for his opponent player Inumara. But this mineshaft is going to be taken now from Abe Harvey too. Smart move. Oh, why you move? Why you move? Oh, he could have done it. He could have done it. But it looks like he doesn't want to overcommit. It looks like he want to get in safety. But I think he could have done it anyway and get away anyway. So I think it was a miss micro or miss decision making. More and more Guardians are coming up on the field all the time from one Hall of Warriors from both the players so far. We might see a double barracks. We might see a Gloin. I'm assuming we're gonna see Gloin first, because Gloin is a very efficient hero in a situation like that. Very effective and super reliable at any stage of the game. It's a tanky, beefy hero, and also a building destroyer. He's like a siege machine as a hero. Very effective. And Death, Texas, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome. Hope you're gonna enjoy your stay. Hi Shanks, I invited my friend to your Discord. He's a Rise of the Witch King player. Nice, man. Thank you so much, Vida. Appreciate that. And of course, guys, everybody is able to participate
Against
in the
the
upcoming
power
tournament.
of Mordor, there can be no victory.
Against the power of Mordor, there can be no victory. Everybody is able to participate in the upcoming Rise of the Witch King tournament. Indeed, we are aiming to have at least 64 players, so I'm counting on you. And you will get the chance to win round about $1,000, which is, I believe, a good price, you know what I'm saying, for playing Rise of the Witch King in 2022. More Guardians are coming from the bottom side. They are only level 1. They are trying to ignore the Guardians. They're actually passing through them. Okay, that's very interesting. They might just ignore them and try to deal economical damage instead. And yeah, there we go, boys. Gloin is on the field for Inumara first. And he's already level 2. Just like that.
You have my sword.
And Atriel, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Welcome. Thank you, thank you. Fight in the middle of the map between Guardians and Guardians. Lots of fiesta is happening. 400 command points for Inumara and 400 command points for Abe Harvey. 7 power points collected and 7 power points collected. It's like looking in a mirror at this point. It's very, very symmetrical. It's pretty much identical. The only exception is the Gloin. So Gloin is the first hero for Inumara, and once again, Gloin has a crazy amount of DPS against structures. You will see what I mean once he gets the chance to attack one of them. And with level 4, the Shake Foundation is able to one-shot almost every single building beside the fortress.
That still only counts as
That
one.
still only counts as one. Gimli is right as always. And that's BFME 2. We need to first of all finish off the BFME 2 tournament, obviously. So that's only Battle for Middle-earth 2 for now. And we have this finals and then the grand finals right after this one. And then the tournament is going to be done. And then we will jump into the Champions League for Rise of the Witch King before the big tournament. So the big tournament is going to happen in March, in about 4 to 5 weeks from now. Or 8 weeks actually. In, you know, 7 to 8 weeks. Been following you on YouTube for ages. Glad to be here. Cheers to everyone from the south of Germany. Hey man, I'm also from South Germany, dude. Thank you so much for tuning in. Schön, dass du hier bist. Vielen, vielen Dank. Goblin is here, level 1. Okay. And guys, by the way, we have 1 minute delay in the stream, so everything you do, everything you say, every sound effect you are using is gonna happen in the stream also 1 minute later. So don't worry about it. I don't like delay myself, but I think sometimes it's necessary, you know, to kind of make sure that there is no stream sniping action going on. Goblin. Actually, the enemy Goblin and hobbits are so much faster. Look at them. What is this? Oh, he gets actually crushed by Samwise Gamgee. Look at him, boys. Samwise the Brave. The Gardener. Okay. In the meantime, Abe Harvey is actually getting back into the game, but there was actually a defensive hobbit summon. That's on the other side of offensive hobbit summon now from the blue dwarven player Inumara. Rallying Call is on cooldown. He can't use that on the hobbits, but Abe Harvey does it actually on his own. No, I take it back. Sorry, I'm blind. Actually, he was using the Rallying Call now on the summoned hobbits. We have now the gang, Frodo Baggins, Samwise Gamgee, you know, Pippin, and also Mary. They are trying to destroy the level 2 mineshaft. They should be able to, unless Abe has the power points he needs for repairing it. No, but he will eventually get it very, very soon. The hobbits are not dealing crazy amount of damage to the mineshaft. And I think saving it, yeah, that's gonna be the plan. Boom, saved just like that. It's a unique spell for the Dwarven faction, the only faction that has access to repair it. And that's a very good trade. Why? Because he was investing 5 power points only to save himself the mineshaft Inumara was trying to take down with the hobbit summon and the Rallying Call at the same time. So it's 10 power points against 5. Inumara loses all the hobbits, giving lots of experience to Abe Harvey, and Abe ends up defending it. It's a very good fight here for the Turkish player Abe Harvey. In the meantime, some counter-attack action is happening. He's clumping quite nicely with the Red Guardians against the mineshaft. The mineshaft has been taken down. And look at the differential now. 600 command points available for Abe Harvey and 450 command points only for Inumara. 5 power points collected after hobbits and Rallying Call. And we have 3 power points collected after hobbits, Rallying Call, and the rebuild. So it's a very good situation. Remember also, Abe was able to kill the opponent Goblin. His Goblin is still alive. He's level 3. The Goblin now from Inumara is back on the menu, boys. Level 4, the Shake Foundation is available, but Shake Foundation can only be used against enemy structures, and that's it. You cannot use it against enemy units. That's not possible. Okay, the mineshaft here is gonna be also taken down. What a phenomenal... Actually, never mind. Where is Goblin at? I was expecting Goblin to be here. He's coming now. Nearly level 4. Very close. So if he gets to kill this mineshaft level 2, he will get level 4. And then he can use Shake Foundation on the Hall of Warriors level 1 and almost one-shot it. So I think that's going to be the plan from Abe Harvey and his Goblin. Look how angry he's looking like. This guy is like, he's molding. You know what I'm saying? He's molding and molding at the same time. Hold on a second. Let's see. Oh, Goblin against Goblin. He's going to miss it. He's going to cancel the slam. Look at the out-attack range, dude. What is the out-attack range? He's at what? Do you see this positioning? This guy has a long axe, dude. Can't touch this. Oh, he's gonna use heal. A big commitment still with the Guardians against the mineshaft level 2. He knows that's the 100 command points. He will be losing. Shake Foundation just like that. You see the burst damage? That's crazy. Use rebuild. Nah, it's too late. And that hurts. That really hurts a lot. Level 5, he lost a lot here. During all this time, Abe is almost untouched. This one is going to be even protected eventually. Man of Steel summon is going to be unlocked now from the spellbook of the blue dwarven player Inumara. Will be most likely used defensively. And he's going to say, GG, well played. And what a game, what a performance from Turkish player Abe Harvey against his opponent, also Turkish player Inumara. Isengard against Dwarves. for the game number 3. The score is 2-0 for Abe Harvey. Let's see if he can actually get a clean victory also in the game number 3 with the Dwarven faction against Isengard on the beautiful map Firenzeal. We shall see. So far, Dwarves, they have like a really rough time throughout the entire tournament, right? They have, like, we have seen them many times, and every time we have seen them, they were struggling a lot to win the matches. The only matches they were actually consistently winning was in a Dwarven mirror, because it's obviously gonna happen. But most of the time, against anything else, they were kind of having a rough time. But in the right hands, with the right player, with the right strategy, might also be able to win with them, and this might be the proof. So we have the red Dwarven player Abe Harvey against the blue Isengard player Inumara, who is now 2-0 behind. So remember, also Inumara cannot pick dwarves anymore after this game. So that means from now on, and after this game, there is no more dwarf pick from any player for anyone else. So no more dwarves for the rest of the series. Ingolstadt? Yes, I know, Ingolstadt. Again, I'm close to Munich, you know, I'm like 120 kilometers away from Munich. So I'm living close to Austria, you know, to be precise, in Bodensee, you know, region. So, you know, the region where I'm living in is like very close to Switzerland and very close to Austria. So I can be literally in 20 minutes in Austria and in like 35 minutes in Switzerland. So 2 Mineshafts, 3 Mineshafts, Hall of Warriors for Abe Harvey. I like the positioning here a lot. You see the placement, Mineshaft, and then right after that, the placement of the Hall of Warriors for the better protection. You have here 2 furnaces into the Uruk pit. And the Uruks are already on the field. Oh, the builder, not the builder. Velenorion, not the builder, not the builder. Oh, the builder has been taken down. Oh, that's painful. Oh, that's horrible. Especially for dwarves, that's really bad. You know what I'm saying? If you lose a builder like that at the beginning of the game, you really need a second builder. You need it desperately. And you need to get now another one on the field for 450 resources. That's a lot of cash. The Uruks now, they are still buffed. They are moving on from the bottom side. Let's see how much damage they will be able to deal. And once again, I personally believe, and that's what I like to see the most, is if you are against dwarves, what you are supposed to do is expand offensively. Like build offensive mineshafts, furnaces everywhere. Because the reason is, they will try to attack your fortress most of the time, you know. And when you have like a furnace here, for example, there is a chance that they might not be able to find it anytime soon. I want to see Man of the West against Mordor. Yeah, me too, man. But I believe for the upcoming games, they might pick each other random factions, and there is a chance that you might eventually be able to see a Man of the West against Mordor. Okay, the furnace, the mineshaft is unprotected, but I believe the fortress is gonna do the magic trick. The first push with 2 guardians and rallying call. I live in the Austrian side of the oh, nice. So you are from Bregenz, eventually. Dornbirn. I know all these regions. I've been there for many times. The furnace has been taken down. Okay, one more guardian is coming. Eventually gonna take down this furnace too. And they might be even able to destroy the Uruk pit, but it looks like he doesn't want to commit on that one because of crossbowmen. They are chasing them down. They might still be able to destroy the furnace though, because furnaces are just squishy buildings. And he's creeping at the same time with the pikeman. The troll layer will be creeped and secured by Abe Harvey. Yeah, I agree with that, Benzi. You know, sometimes when you are losing like 2 games, 3 games in a row, you kind of doubt yourself. And that's like the biggest mistake. You know what I'm saying? You always need to be confident, and you need to kind of not pay attention to the scoreboard. Now, if you are 2-0 behind, you just play it like if you are 2-0 ahead. The confidence is very important, because sometimes you gotta take a risk and you gotta make it work. But if you have the pressure on you and you're like, oh, I'm 2-0 behind now, if I lose 2 more games, I'm out, then you will not, most of the time, you will not get the chance to play better. So he needs a win, definitely, to have like a different mindset of like more, I can win, I will win, more like, oh, I'm losing, you know. You know, Warten has been used on these units. Servus! Look, Walkie-Talkie is also here, but he's from a different region in Austria. Dornbirn is actually very close to me. Dornbirn, I would be in Dornbirn in 30 minutes. Like when I jump into my car now, in 30 minutes I'm in Dornbirn. We have pikemen, more guardians coming. And dwarves are actually getting kind of back into the game, even though they lost a builder early on, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. At the beginning, after a couple of minutes of the game, we have 500 command points collected for Enumara in the Isengard faction, 6 power points available after the war chant, and nearly 5 power points for dwarves, and 450 command points collected. So, I mean, Isengard is kind of ahead, but it's not a big lead yet, so it's hard to say. I mean, nothing game-changing happened so far, and no crazy amount of damage was dealt to either player. But that can be changed, and that's the thing, you know, the snowballing effect in the Battle for Middle-earth 2 scene. Like one single attack can literally change everything in matter of seconds. More guardians are coming. They were still able to destroy the furnace, by the way. That's crazy how strong those guardians are. If they get the chance to attack a thing, they will take it down in a couple of seconds. Is there a dwarf faction in Battle for Middle-earth 1? Nope. So BFME 1 is more like a vanilla or based on the Lord of the Ring trilogy. So you have only Rohan, Gondor as separated factions, not like in Battle for Middle-earth 2 or Rise of the Witch King. They are not united as the Men of the West faction. No, they are separated. Gondor is a faction, Rohan is a faction, Isengard, and Mordor. So you have 4 factions, just like in the films pretty much. So you see like the factions you have seen in the original trilogy. With the same units, everything that you have in the game was also seen in the films. And dwarves are dropping down to 350 command points only though. And that's not a good sign. Battle wagon ready here. The battle wagons might be able to do stuff. NVNN, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Welcome, hope you're gonna enjoy your stay. Welcome everybody to the finals of the losers bracket in the best of 9. And also the bronze match at the same time. So the winner is going to get the chance to fight against Sauron in the best of 9 in the grand finals. And the loser is still not going home empty. He will get $10 cash prize.
No mercy.
When I see a Turkish civil war, I say yeah. I get you. Beautiful trample though from the battle wagon. Nice one. He will be able to save this mineshaft at least against Uruks, but Lourdes keeps doing it. Lourdes cannot be trampled down. Lourdes is a hero. He is the fighting Urukai. And boom, level 4, just like that. Carnage the tomato Lourdes, who now has the strength to face against the Lourdes and his Carnage and his blood thirsty sword. Oh, level 5 leadership is unlocked, and Dwarven faction has no debuff until you get King Dane on the field. That means the leadership now from Lourdes is pretty much, for the next couple of minutes at least, unnegatable. Lourdes level 5 is popping off, trust me. The battle wagon is getting in safety. Lourdes can shoot him down from a safe distance all the time. Isengard was able to win the fight. 7 power points. Oh, the devastation stun. Oh, but I think it's too late. Like, they can't make... Yeah, you see? The devastation stun only works for a couple of seconds. So you want to make sure to use it when the battle wagon is really close to your pikeman. If not, you will just waste it. So heal was used also on these battle wagons. They are both remaining on the field. One of them has banner, the other one has well for the sustain. But the furnaces are so squishy that even battle wagons can take them down in 2 seconds. Look at the damage they are dealing. This one is level 4, by the way. So Lourdes is shooting from a long distance, but once again the damage is not the greatest. So you need to keep shooting them like 20 times to be able to kill them. 500 command points for dwarves. He's recovering quite nicely, getting more and more mineshafts up on the field, and the battle wagons are drawing so much attention, which is a really nice play style from the dwarven player Abe Harvey. Meanwhile, I'm sitting in the middle of Siberia and have to travel several days to reach the border of my country. Siberia is a huge country. Europe is like a very you know, like a I don't want to say small. It's still not small, but it's like as you said, you know, like compact. It's like Germany especially is like in the center of Europe, you know. So when you want to be in Italy, boom, you drive a couple of hours, you are in Italy. In like 8 hours, I'm in Croatia. In like an hour, I'm in Switzerland. In Austria. A couple of hours, I'm in France, you know. But Do I ever do that? Hell no. I'm lazy, you know what I'm saying? Dude, like, I get it. Many people from my friends in Turkey, they are saying to me, hey, dude, you have so many opportunities. You are living in the center of the world. You can go to, you know, Paris if you want to, overnight. You can go to Italy, make holidays. You can go to this. I can, of course you can, but you never do it. It's always like a dream, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, if I would live in Germany, I would do that. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Because the real life is also happening, you know what I'm saying? Lords using Carnage once again. Boom. Level almost 6. A Rallying Call is available. Rebuild is available. Heal is available. Level 7 is gonna unlock the Pillage, which means money, money, money every time you or the nearby allied units from you killing units. 4 power points collected. You know, dwarves are getting back into the game actually. Like, here's the inn now for hobbitses, as Gollum would like to call them. And yeah, loot is going to be a big problem. We have also Sharku on the field, the war hero. Goblin is joining the battlefield now as the first hero from Abe Harvey, but he needs to be kind of careful because there is lords with the possible cripple who will shut you down for several seconds, and as he's level almost 6, he will also be able to crush you. Big pushes incoming though, they have double buff. Battle wagons with well healing them up all the time. Does he have Creepane? Yes, he has Creepane. He needs to use it definitely if he wants to be able to win this fight. Hey Shanks, are you familiar with the Lord of the Rings? Yeah, I know. There's this funny clips, right, in which they are kind of making like editing stuff for the Lord of the Rings. I've seen this, yeah. One of the battle wagons has been taken down. The heal is coming in a bit too late. Lords is once again popping off. The hobbits are keeping the distance though. They need to be fighting, you know, actively. The Creepane is able to shut down all the bonuses. Charge attack is incoming. Nice dodge from Inumara. But during all this time, dwarves are untouched. So, you know, offense is the best defense in most situations. And he was also able to save one of the battle wagons. That's kind of bad that he lost the one with the well, but it's okay. Goblin is now level 4 already. I just didn't pay attention for a single second, and boom, from level 1 he gets to level 4. Shake Foundation is now available. 10 power points almost collected for Isengard. And 9 power points collected for dwarves. So 600 against 450. Dwarves are actually officially ahead. He's gonna creep this one at the same time. The furnace is gonna be found and taken down by the battle wagon. Level 6.5 battle wagon. That's something you don't see very often, but I like that. The second Uruk pit is coming up for Inumara. It was looking great for Inumara, but what happened? Like, I believe at some point he kind of forgot to put pressure. And in this matchup, or in Battle for Middle-earth 2 generally, you want to put pressure constantly. There cannot be a second or a minute of you not acting and putting pressure on the enemy farms, you know? You gotta put pressure 24/7. Double in. The inns are working like a barracks, so basically you can recruit more inns, more additional units from the inns. In this case, the hobbits for dwarves, but the units you are able to recruit depending on the faction you are playing. You know, when you are, for example, Man of the West, you get the chance to recruit the Elven warriors. Isengard. The good thing for Isengard is lords. I mean, that's the only good thing about this situation. Sharku is only level 2, right? Level 4 now, okay. But he has no Warg Riders, and the Blood Hunt is kind of useless. So you need the Warg Rider support. I mean, he has not enough pikemen, so maybe Warg Riders could be a nice choice. Big attack is incoming, boys. Oh my goodness. Mini Guardians, pikemen, double battle wagon, Goblin. That's a respectable army. Isengard needs to be careful. War chant. The furnace is getting demolished. What? Shake Foundation. Boom. Just like that. Uruk pit number 1 is gone. Nice one splitting his army. I like that. Cripple has been used from Lords. Lords is now drawing his sword. Getting into carnage. And boom. Boom. He's chunking him, boys. He's chunking him. When he's beefy, don't get me wrong, but he's not beefy enough. And the guy who said, I think Goblin is better than Lords, I want to ask you one question. Are you sure about that? Are you sure? The Uruk pit here is going to be surrounded and taken down too. Everything from Isengard is literally falling apart. Look at the minimap in the meantime. Dwarven player is so macro based that he's expanding while he's pressuring, and that's a huge difference between a good player and a medium player. The devastation is coming in clutch to stun the battle wagons. Pikes are committing, and battle wagon now, both of them are gone. Sharku gets level 5, but yeah, I mean, he killed a lot of them, but for which price? That's the question. He lost a lot. Like, Isengard is literally dropping down to 300 command points. He has lots of money, don't get me wrong, but he can't invest the money into anything else but more furnaces. His command points capped. He needs to now replace all the furnaces he has lost. I mean, he has lots of money. He has also the Watcher available for the next attack. Dwarves have the Dwarven riches. He has also lots of money. Look at his money. He has enough for Gimli. And Gimli is being recruited as we are talking. So Gimli is a very strong hero, but until Gimli reaches level 5, he needs to be careful. So basically, if Lurtz cripples Gimli down when Gimli is level 1, level 2, I believe Lurtz will get the chance to kill him. So avoid fighting Lurtz until you are level 5. After level 5, Lurtz can do nothing. Even with the cripple, he cannot fight you when you have the Slayer active. You have a fight here in the middle. Crossbowmen, they should be able to win this fight. 925 for Abe. Huge army is coming in clutch, but the Watcher is available. We gotta keep an eye on this one. I'm assuming we're gonna see the Watcher here. Is he gonna use it? Is he gonna use it? Is he gonna use it? But if you use it, you need to use it now. And the Watcher, the Kraken of the water, and boom, every unit beside the one battalion is getting slapped away. But it's okay, because Abe has so many command points, so much money, he can just replace those units in literally no time. We have also Gimli back on the on the field. Like mentioned before, Isengard is going for a counterattack. This is very distracting actually. The Blood Hunt creates this weird animation which looks like a war chant with the same sound effect, like passively. Big attack also from the other side. Gimli is inside the mineshaft. Looks like he will not try to fight this. Remember, Gimli level 1 is not the strongest hero. You want to keep your distance, throw X's from a safe distance, boom. And when you get level 2 like that, you have level 3 with 1 X throw, by the way, because now you can jump. Jump to make me proud. Jump on their face. Jump on their head. Jump, son, boom. And from level 1 to level 4 in literally 5 seconds. The mineshaft is going to be repaired. Sharku is coming with the war gliders. Isengard is going for a huge counterattack. Lurtz at the bottom side cleaning up those mineshafts. Level 8, by the way, has pillaged now for a long time, which means money, 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 money. Isengard is disengaging, which is the right call, but Dwarves lost now so much in return. I mean, he has still 825 command points collected, don't get me wrong. He has also mineshafts at the top side, building even more and more sneaky mineshafts left and right. But Isengard has definitely a momentum now, and he might use the momentum to snowball his lead, eventually to the victory. Double Uruk Pit is coming up once again. Isengard might also go for a strong hero. Maybe Lurtz, maybe Saruman is incoming. Who knows? I mean, at some point he had over 3,000. And yes, I guess it's right. You see the animation. You see... Where is Saruman? Oh, he's here. Okay, I'm blind. My bad. So Saruman is on the field. Lurtz level 8. Sharku. The only hero is missing is Wormtongue. And we have also Gimli on the field. So Gimli is a hero slayer himself. The only way you can stop him is by using Cripple and run away from him. You cannot fight him. Not Lurtz, not Saruman. When he has Slayer, he will run you down. So, and he's really close to level 5. So Gloin is level 5. And Gimli, I don't know. There we go. Gimli is here. Level 4. So Gimli is also pretty strong. One more level is required. Cripple him. Where is Lurtz at? The thing is, Lurtz has pillage, right? That means you get so much value and so much money from killing those dwarven heroes. You will grow rich. I mean, he has to definitely build more furnaces. His command points capped all the time. Big push. He has so many units inside. I mean, he can take a fight here. If you want to take a fight here, trust me. Lurtz has to use the cripple. He has to try to take down Gimli. That's very important. Haha, he's gonna jump the leap, jumping out of nowhere, in nowhere. Battle wagons are coming. Gloin is on the field. Isengard needs Saruman. Devastation is great. And Visa Blast from Saruman is also great in a situation like that. Remember, Saruman also gives you additional armor and combat experience leadership. That stacks with the Lurtz's damage leadership. It means those units are pretty strong. And with the Kribin, you can deny all the leadership bonuses from the Dwarven army. So quality goes over quantity in most situations. But, I mean, talking about quality, that is Gimli, and Rallying Call has been used. It's a huge Dwarven army. If Devastation would be available, you can use Devastation, stun them for a short duration, and go for a Visa Blast and wipe out everything. Saruman is still level 1 only. He has the House of Healing around the fortress, healing up all these units. That's the one fight we were waiting for since the beginning of the game number 3. Who is going to win this? That's a risky situation. One Visa Blast, one juicy one can change everything. Gimli got crippled down. We have the Shake Foundation. Boom! The Visa Blast is coming in clutch, but he didn't kill anybody. That's why he's only level 1. Heal has been used on Gimli, but Gimli is still taking taking so much damage. He's now free from the spell. Leap attack is available. He can jump on their face, get level 5, unlock Slayer, use Slayer, and kill all this Isengard heroes in no time. Gimli, I mean not Gimli, but his daddy is wiping out Saruman from the field. Saruman is taking so much damage. Looks like Isengard is actually being able to defend this fight. Gloin is going to be taken down level 6. Yes, and you see, you get 440 for killing Gloin because of the pillage, and that's what I'm talking about. You know, the pillage from Lords is such an awesome ability, especially at this stage of the game in which you kill countless amount of units and heroes. You will grow rich from it every single time. +5 for killing those pikes for each of them. And Isengard is defending. He has lots of money. Maybe go for the Thunderbolt. Maybe go for it. But you see, they have Mineshafts coming now behind the fortress of the Isengard player. And he will use them to be annoying all the time. And still level 1, oh, by the way, still level 1 only for Saruman. He needs at least to be level 2 to get the Fireball unlocked. Dwarves are now moving from behind. 19 power points collected after the Watcher. We have 15 power points collected now after the Dwarven Riches for Dwarves. So now, this might be the game in which we will see lots of power points. The Barrage is going to be unlocked. He has even heavy armor, the Mithril Meal, to make them so tanky that they can even absorb this shot from Saruman. Boom! And he kills nothing. He does nothing. He doesn't even hurt them. Not even 50% of the HP is being taken down. Mithril Meal is coming in clutch. Level 2 passively reached. But there comes the Blue Fire. There comes the Barrage. Nice beat. Outsmarted. And Dwarves can keep going. Luckily for Isengard, Saruman was able to survive that. Level 9 crossbowmen were also able to survive. The House of Healing is coming in clutch. Multiple towers are coming up for the Isengard player now. But the pressure is real. Multiple Mineshafts, look at that. Surrounding effect. Using the command points advantage he has. Using the money advantage he has. And surrounding Isengard from literally everywhere in the game number 3. Fireball is on cooldown, Wizard Plus is almost back up, but what's the matter if you cannot even one-shot them at this point? Wizard Plus is available, use it, do it. Saruman, you need at least to be level 8 for the Dominate and level 10 for the Water Power, so he still needs lots of levels. Speechcraft will be unlocked with level 5 to give experience to the allied units around him. That is actually Sharku, and we have a dragon coming, boys. The dragon is flying by, the fire on the ground, the Hall of Warriors, level 1 is going to be taken down. Gimli or Gloin is actually going to take this shot, and Gloin, the second he enters the battlefield. What a timing. What a timing from Gloin. He even healed him. Nice team. Yes, Gloin has been actually fired. Yeah, you are fired. You know what I'm saying? Go back to home. You have quarantine now. Lords and Saruman side by side. Level 10 Lords, that's something you don't see every day. That was actually a funny moment. What a timing, what an unfortunate timing for Gloin, I mean. That's the worst case, you know what I'm saying? You are entering when there is a dragon flying around your fortress, you know. Also a great amount of damage dealt to the fortress. So Saruman is almost level 4. 800 command points for Dwarves, and Isengard is kind of getting backish, but he is still only at 400 command points. That means double the command points available still for Dwarves. He was luckily able to kill those Mineshafts behind his fortress, but he needs to kind of play it slowly, you know. The Watcher is going to be a great tool. We have the Man-Eater, which was used on this guy. Big trample is incoming, boom, boom. Battle Wagon, be careful, Battle Wagon. There are pikemen, don't fight against them in a melee range. Army is coming now from the other side. Guardians with the Mithril Meal are so beefy and so tanky.
Save me, you fools!
Save me, you fools! So Sharku is almost level 9. He will, I don't know if you can you actually steal also the enemy seat? The enemy battle wagons? Are they considered as like a cavalry? I would like to know that, because he's gonna have now the Tame the Beast ability unlocked very soon. They have also this guy, and this guy, by the way, can also change everything, because with the level 10 he can steal an enemy hero. Imagine that, you can use it on the enemy Gimli. He has also now the debuff, this one. They will lose, I mean, that's actually pretty effective if you think about it. Minus 40% speed and minus 50% rate of fire. Imagine that on a Dwarven unit, dude. Like, and even heroes, like you can make heroes lose 40% speed. Sharku is running for his life. Dwarven units are so strong now. Carnage has to be used to fight against them. They are so beefy. Even without Forge Plates, they are winning a 1v1 situation, as you can see and tell, against one level 10 Lords. That's impressive. Sharku is healing up over time. Lords has to run for his life. Luckily, Isengard can always disengage when they need. Saruman is still level 4, needs more and more levels. Speechcraft is still not available. Where is Gimli actually? Gimli is here. Still level 4 by the way for a long time. He needs to be level 5 before he can become the Superman Gimli, in which he can do some stuff. Okay, I mean this was predicted. Yeah, predicted. 200 IQ. I don't think it was predicted. It was unlucky situation, to be honest with you guys. Sharko level 9. Tame the Beast is available. Level 5, level 6 unlocks the backstab, which can, you know, deal crazy amount of damage to a hero. And the thing is that dwarves have also almost 25. Nope, they don't have 25 yet. They have 13 power points collected after the barrage. So he still needs 12 power points for his own 25, which can be the Summon Citadel or the Earthquake. Both can be very devastating. And Isengard has like 10 power points after the Dragon Strike. 10 power points now. The Watcher is almost back up, but the thing is, I believe at some point of the game, Isengard also needs to get upgrades on his units, because he's getting outclassed big time. The Dwarven units with Mithril Mail and Forge Blades are so beefy and hitting like a truck that I believe winning against them in long terms is going to be kinda impossible. You have seen yourself that even a Wizard Blast can't hurt them, can't kill them in one single shot. So you need definitely an answer to that with your own armory. I mean, he has not that much money, right? He's kinda poor. He needs more money. The Watcher is available. We might see the Watcher here. Let's see. Maybe you can kill Gimli here. Use Watcher to kill army, and then you use Cripple from Lords and comment on Gimli. Maybe that's the way you want to handle the situation. He can sandwich them, right? Okay, he's gonna go for it. Imagine, you can also use the Devastation, right? So to stun them, to stun even Gimli for a short duration. Why is he demolishing his furnaces like that? Doesn't make any sense to me. The Watcher is available, guys. He's holding on it. You wanna wait? Boom! The Watcher is coming in clutch now. The Battle Wagon is getting one-shotted. Every army from dwarves is getting knocked back, knocked down. The debuff. Where is Gimli at? I don't know. Gimli is running for his life. Gimli is still level 4 only. Okay, so Gimli is gonna get away eventually from this situation, I think. The Watcher was once again a great summon. 12 power points collected. The White Man of Dunland summon. Devastation is gonna be used to stun them, so they cannot move. You shall not pass. But Gimli is gonna try to get into the mineshaft anyway. Rolling Call is Vorten is gonna be used on the White Man of Dunland. They are trying to destroy the mineshaft before Gimli can get in. Leap attack! Boom! But Gimli is getting fired. The White Man of Dunland are getting killed though. Gimli is still not level 5. I cannot believe it. The mineshafts in the middle of the map are falling apart. 500 command points available for Isengard, but look his money. I mean, he has nearly 4,000 in the bank. Just go for the Thunderbolt. You know, the lightning strike. I believe that's going to be a great investment, which is going to give you a great defensive tool to keep yourself protected. So level 6 Gloin and 15 power points collected for dwarves. So Gimli, I mean, that's crazy. We have seen Sharko level 10 and also Lords level 10 in the one single game. The only heroes missing levels is obviously Gimli from dwarves and also Saruman, as well as Wormtongue. I mean, Wormtongue is also kind of leveled. He's level 6. Shake Foundation on the Uruk pit gets one-shotted. The Sharko is a great counter to the infantry, but this infantry is an exception to this rule because they have Mithril Mail and they have also the tankiness. However, remember, the pillage is available from Lords. That means money, 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 money every time you kill enemy units. Lords, I mean, Gimli is coming from the other side. The Dwarven units, they are sloppy. Look how slow they are from the debuff of Wormtongue. They are actually like a slow motion kind of style. Level 5, almost level 6 Saruman now. Level 8 gives you Dominate, by the way, which again gives you the chance to control the enemy units for a short duration. You can steal them, and make them fight for you, which can be also quite game-changing in many situations. So everything is falling apart. Dwarven army, I mean Isengard army, level 10 crossbow man. That's crazy. Where is Lords at, actually? I didn't see Lords. I see only Wormtongue and Sharko. Where is Lords at? I don't know.
Guardians at the ready.
Guardians at the ready. 18 power points collected, boys. 850 for dwarves and 550, and look, 4,000 in the bank. 4,000. He cannot use the money. Finally, that's what I was hoping for. The armory is finally coming up for Isengard. Oh, boom! And level 4 still. He's getting poison blades. Heal is gonna be used. Level 5. Now we are talking. Oil bottle is gonna be used from the battle wagon. Gimli is now running and he's sprinting. He's now the hero killing machine. He's gonna target instantly on the enemy Saruman. Saruman now has to run for his life. It looks like he will just be able to get away, at least for now. But the Slayer is making Gimli to a very strong and super efficient and reliable hero of the BFME 2. Trust me, he's gonna be now one of the best heroes in the game. Even though I'm surprised, the backstab actually kind of chunked him for a lot. Isengard armory is finally up on the field. He needs to get it to level 2 at least to get the chance to get the heavy armor and forge plates. I believe in a situation like that, you don't need fire arrows, but you need heavy armor definitely, as well as the forge plates. Then the Isengard army with Saruman leadership, Lord leadership, are gonna be also beefy and tanky, and even Gimli gonna have a bad time to deal with them. 12 power points collected after the dragon summon, and look at that, 24 power points now in the bank for dwarves and the dwarven player Abe Harvey. Gimli is still remaining on the field. He didn't lose him one single time. Goblin has been taken down many times, but Gimli is remaining. Deep attack is available. Can jump on the enemy units if he wants to. Barrage. He might be baiting them into this area with the barrage. Barrage is available. Gimli's leap is available. He's gonna go now. He's gonna do it now. Do it, Gimli. Jump, Gimli. Jump, Gimli. Boom on your face, son. Level 6. Barrage is available. He got crippled. He's gonna use barrage to get Gimli in safety. The Dwarven, he actually even kind of pushes himself back. Look, Wormtongue is trying to fight against Gimli. Heal is on cooldown, keep in mind. Lords is drawing his sword. Lords is getting no tomato yet. Heal is gonna be used from Isengard this time. By the way, there was a heal from the spellbook of Isengard. It looks like Saruman is getting away. And the problem is now that Lords can kill you, right? Oh, he's gonna actually get body blocked by the pikeman. It looks like he's gonna get away. The Summon Citadel is available now for Dwarves. What a freaking awesome game this is. However, the Summon Dragon Strike is almost back up too. Dude, Lord's level 10, money in the bank. And the Summon Citadel offensively right in front of the fortress, but he has the Lightning Strike upgrade on the fortress now. Is he gonna be able to take it down fast enough? Because he's gonna launch the mighty catapult. Trust me on that one. He's going for it. The catapult is turning and the fire is incoming. Kaboom! And holy moly. I mean, didn't deal too much damage to the fortress, killed all the expansions around it, and also chunked Saruman a lot. Now he can also go for the Dwarven Stonework to make it much more tanky. But remember, the Lightning Strike is available, which can be used defensively to kill the enemy units. But will he use it in time? Saruman is healing up over time from the House of Healing. In the summon, look, he's going for the catapult expansions. He's gonna siege now from close range. Gimli is gonna lose, and not lose, but miss the leap attack once again. The Dragon Strike is almost back up. The armory level 2 is the focus of these Guardians with the forged plates and heavy armor. They are so beefy, they are so tanky. Gimli Slayer is almost back up. Cripple has to be used, but don't fight against Gimli like that. Lords is paying attention. Use extra, stun from devastation. Thunder, do it. Why don't you use the Lightning Strike? Gimli is taking so much damage now. Backstab, Hobbit Summon. The fortress is under attack, boys. Heal is gonna be used to save Gimli now, get him in safety. He can turn and fight this, no problemo. I command you, defend me. He's now finally using the lightning thing on nothing. He's actually using it on this, and he's saying, I don't know. Abe is calling it offensive GG, and what a game. This actually is quite beefy, dude. But it's not permanent. I mean, it's kind of permanent. I believe this is like a long time, you know? The Dragon Strike, he's not gonna even bother using it, and he's gonna leave the game. What a game, what a performance. In the score after the third game is gonna be 3-0 for Abe Harvey. The El Clasico matchup between Men of the West and Isengard. We have the blue Isengard player Inumara at the right side against the red Men of the West player Abe Harvey on the left side. And Men of the West is a faction that likes to build offensive barracks in most cases. Let's see if they're gonna do that. Look, he's saying, I'm gonna go actually play and play Rise of the Witch King. You know, Inumara. You know, Inumara is also participating in the Champions League for the upcoming Rise of the Witch King event, which is gonna start in February. And after this event, guys, we will have a huge tournament for $1,000 for Rise of the Witch King. So stay tuned, and everybody gets the chance to participate. Of course, we have in the Champions League Inumara, we have in the Champions League Abe Harvey, we have Sauron, we have Mr. Smog. We have really lots of great players. So we will have lots of action coming up very, very soon. Okay, so we have 2 furnaces into the work pit start from Inumara. And we see 2 farms into the barracks defensively this time, into the 3rd farm right after this one. So work pit is a very situational opening, which is something we don't get the chance to see very often. I believe the Uruk pit is a more reliable strategy from Isengard, but maybe Inumara can make it work. I'm actually asking myself if it is really worth it to try to go for a risky opening like that if you are 3-0 behind. Remember, if Abe wins that game, the next game is going to give him the chance to, you know, finish the series and move on to the grand finals. And whoever wins that, Sauron is going to be a worthy opponent in the grand finals, guys. So stay tuned. Hopefully tomorrow evening, we're going to be able to not only see the grand finals, but also finish off this Wormtongue tournament, which was hella fun. I actually enjoyed it a lot. And we had, you know, a couple of great and Fiesta games. But of course, that's not the last tournament for BFME 2. We will keep hosting more and more stuff like that. But first of all, we need to, you know, kind of get back also into Rise of the Witch King a little bit after a long time. Human Wood is going to be used, so he knows now the placement of the Warp Pit. He knows he has to expect some Warg Riders. That gives him the knowledge to recruit Tower Guards right off the bat. And that's what I'm talking about, you know? Knowledge is the key to victory. Okay, so Tower Guards coming up very soon. More soldiers at the bottom side. They are holding, which is smart from Abe Harvey. They are hiding, they are trying to hide. Because he saw the Warp Pit, he doesn't want to go ahead without the need, without Tower Guards. But the Warg Riders are able to see them anyway. Trample is incoming, he's switching to the whole ground stance to minimize the DPS, but they're gonna get still chunked a lot. And 2 tramples are all it takes with the whole ability and aggressive stance. They are dealing way more damage. And the soldier battalion is gonna be cleaned up. One more soldier is moving from the other side, but he's gonna run directly into the second Warg Rider, and the pikemen are not in the position yet. So he was able to save one of the battalions, but it's okay. I mean, all the Isengard player needed to do is that what he just did, and deny him the first advantage, the first push, and keep the furnaces protected. I think overall it's a good opening into the game number 4, and trust me, Inumara needed that. Inumara desperately needs a great start, which he can then use to snowball his lead eventually up to the victory. The stable is coming up now for the Man of the West player Abe Harvey to recruit some Gondor Knights. Gondor Knights, I believe, are a bit more beefy and stronger than the Warg Riders, especially when the whole ability is on cooldown. The farm is going to be found and taken down. The farms are a bit more tanky. I mean, they are actually quite more tanky than a furnace. Furnace is a very squishy building, just like Malone trees and tunnels. So the order is going like that. The tunnel is the squishiest, the Malone tree the second, the furnace is the third, then the slaughterhouse from Mordor, then the farm from Men of the West, and last but not least, the mine shaft from Dwarves, which is the tankiest one from all these resource buildings. The stable level 2 actually for the Rohirrim. He doesn't want to go for the Gondor Knights, he actually want to go for the Rohirrim. They cost 750 each, so they better be worth it. More Tower Guards are here. The stable, the Rohirrim, are going to be recruited. 2 power points collected after the vision of Palantir. We also now get the chance to see some Uruk-hai. But also Isengard now has to make a transition into the pikemen. He's like, are you going to recruit Uruk-hai today? Yeah, he's going to definitely recruit some Uruk-hai today. But you need pikemen. He's annoying with the Warg Riders, trying to deal damage. He was able to, you know, kind of damage both these farms. He might now be able to finally finish them off. But don't take too much damage in return, because the pikes are going to one-shot you. Now run this way. The first Rohirrim is on the field, but that's a very unlikely situation for Isengard, because they're gonna run directly into this Rohirrim. Oh, the builder has been slain. Okay, that's pretty nice. And look at pressure though with the Warg Riders. He's doing... Oh, he lost one of them, unfortunately. Never mind, he was able to save 1 battalion. And you know what the saying is from the Game of Thrones? Leave 1 wolf alive and the sheep are never safe. Shanks, you saw Goblin map? Nope, I haven't yet. Okay, the farm here is going to be taken down. The barracks is going down too. Oh, that's painful for Man of the West playing Abe Harvey. 500 command points available for Isengard and 350 command points only for Abe Harvey. Sexy nuts BFME, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Top 3 BFME players across all BFME games? I don't know, man. I mean, the thing is, I believe Sauron is the top 3 definitely in Battle for Middle-earth 2 and in Rise of the Witch King, but I guess also Abe Harvey is the same. Smoky. There are actually, and BFME 1 is a completely different scene, because there is nobody that plays BFME 2 and BFME 1 at the same time. But most people are playing, I mean not most, but a lot of people are playing BFME 2 and Battle for Middle-earth 2, the Rise of the Witch King also. So, and Sauron is one of them, Abe Harvey is one of them. Smoky is an OG Rise of the Witch King player himself. Also lots of knowledge, a lot of experience. Was able to win the WCS 2019, was able to win the WCS 2020. So, you know, for me, in Rise of the Witch King, at least in the past 2 to 3 years, Smoky was the most consistent player when it comes to perform in a tournament. He was always reaching a really high stage of the tournament. But yeah, Okay, the pikes are creeping. At least that's better than nothing for Men of the West. He had a really rough start. Looks like he's creeping both the troll layers at the very same time. He's trying to recover, obviously. And that's only possible if you put pressure with the Rohirrim in the meantime. So level 2 Rohirrim battalion. Remember, they are also working like a Rohirrim archer. In Battle for Middle-earth 2, they are able to fight with swords and bows. While in Battle for Middle-earth 1, they are kind of separated. So you have one battalion Rohirrim and one battalion Rohirrim archer. They are not two in one. But as an archer battalion, they don't work really nicely. I mean, it's better than nothing, but they are not dealing the same damage like an archer battalion would do, for example, against pikemen. Which would kind of make them OP, right? So you can kind of use the bows and one-shot pikemen like an archer battalion. That will kind of make no sense. Okay, human wood will be used for additional armor. Remember, that gives you 35% increased armor. The commitment now against the Warg Pit. Lord is trying his best. Level 1 still. The furnace here, level 2 is going to be found and taken down. Great counterattack from every single side. The cavalry units are popping off. The furnace here, also level 2 by the way, can also be taken down. And that means each time minus 100 command points for the Isengard player in Umara. And that's pretty unlucky because it was a great opening. And what is happening now? He's falling apart. Maybe he was underestimating the Rohirrim and he didn't respect them well enough to recruit multiple pikemen to counter them. The furnace here is going to be taken down next. 500 command points available for Men of the West. He was just using the Hobbit summon offensively. And he dealt crazy amount of economical damage to Isengard play in Umara. We have now Isengard dropping down to 250 command points only. All of a sudden, like, he had a huge lead. That's crazy. He killed the, remember, he killed Barak's multiple farms until the stable was up on the field. And then, for whatever reason, he didn't want to recruit multiple pikemen. Now it's a little bit too late. Now he has multiple pikemen, but again, what's the matter if you already lost a lot? So you need to do that and react preemptively. You know what I'm saying? You see the stable, boom, start recruiting some pikes already. You know, you don't want to wait until they approach to you. So Rohirrim are also dealing crazy amount of damage to the structures. The farm here is going to be found and taken down by the Isengard Uruk pikemen. Men of the West is putting lots of pressure. You have also now more Gondor soldiers on the field. Tower guards, Elven warriors coming now from the inn after he was capturing this, after creeping the troll layer. Also more Elven warriors coming from this one. They cost 400 each. So they are not very cheap. Lord's level 4 has crippled, but there is nothing to be crippled. There are no heroes on the field yet. Surrounding every single time, dealing lots of damage. He's even demolishing that right off the bat. I mean, Men of the West was not even trying to destroy it. So sometimes I have the feeling that Inumara kind of demolishes way too early. You know what I'm saying? Way too early. So before the units approaching to his building, he demolishes already. That's crazy. 6 power points collected after the Kribin in the Palantir. 300 command points available for Isengard. And 650 for Men. So Men is definitely having a good time. I don't know how, because the start was kind of meh. That's crazy. More units are coming. Lord is level 4. Guard the White Tower. 700 command points available for Men of the West. Lords can't do much alone. I mean, he can with the Carnage, and the Carnage doesn't last forever. So it's gonna be a risky situation now. Now the question is, how well is Isengard gonna defend this? Because, you know, if he doesn't, he will lose the Uruk Pit. That means no more production of any more units anytime soon. And the map control isn't looking good for Isengard either. Have you heard of the song Pump It by Eskimo Callboy for Germany Eurovision 2022? Nope, I haven't. I don't watch TV, to be honest with you guys. I have no clue what is happening in the TV. But if it's nice, I can take a look into that from YouTube later. Okay, fight here. Lord Carnage doing a lot of work. We have also King Theoden on the field. Theoden King. Keep going. The Isengard, the deep voice. Oh, he's taking so much damage. Lords! He's gonna call it GG, boys. Oh my goodness. I don't know what was wrong here for Inumara. He had a fantastic opening, dude. He was catching both the soldiers before they can reach out to the furnaces. He was dealing a lot of economical damage, but they have the red Isengard player Abe Harvey at the left side against the blue Goblin player Inumara at the right side. Westfold can be actually a great map for the Goblin faction. There is a ruined tower in the middle of the map which you can use to put some archers inside, which gives you not, you know, it's not like super effective, but it will give you still great amount of vision control, which is great against Goblins especially. So if Isengard captures this and puts some units inside, you will get the chance to see quite a lot from the map. And he's like saying, I believe in comebacks, you know what I'm saying? You know, Inumara is confident, and that's what you need to be. Be confident. Even if you're 4-0 behind, you know, just play it like you have never lost a single game. You gotta believe in yourself. 2 tunnels into the Goblin Cave coming up for Inumara, and on the other side we see 2 furnaces, 3 furnaces, and furnace number 4 coming up for Isengard. Now, of course, Abe is leading, right? He's now 4-0 ahead. That means he can now, if he wants to, go for more like a risky opening, risky strategy. Which this one for sure is, in my opinion. Like opening 4 furnace against like goblins, which are quite aggressive faction early on, is not the best call, but we shall see. Maybe it's gonna work out for Abe Harvey, who knows? Mustafa, welcome. Mustafa and everybody else, guys, just in case you missed the announcement, we have now reopened the Champions League for Battle for Middle-earth 2, the Rise of the Witch King on the patch 8.5. So just in case you might want to participate, make sure to sign up, because the sign-ups are only opened until the last day of January. We're gonna rock and roll in February for the entire month, and at the end of the month the winner is gonna get 50 bucks, and that's gonna be also a nice warm-up potential for you guys before a big event for $1,000. So stay tuned. It's gonna be announced also very, very soon. Goblins into the Goblin Cave, into the Goblin Warriors, into the second Goblin Cave right after that one. The Goblins are leading forward. Remember, the Poison Blades is also able to boost your damage against structures, which can be used to kill those squishy furnaces even faster. After 4 furnaces, we see Uruk Pit and War Pit coming up at the same time for Abe Harvey, but he has no units on the field just yet. So he's looking for any furnaces. He might be able to find this one. This one can be found and also taken down, because again, there are no units on the field by the time. The War Riders are actually having a really fast recruit time. They might still not, I mean, they will still not make it in time if he's able to see the furnace right off the bat. 15 minutes, no rush. Yeah, he's wrong about that. The Goblins are coming in clutch now. They will be able to find the furnace, and once again, the furnace, so squishy, cannot survive the burst. Goblin, Gollum is here with 12,000 HP, you know, very tanky. My Discord not working, bug. Reinstall it, Mustafa, reinstall it. Is it BFME 2? Yes, sir. It's BFME 2. Yeah, we need to finish first the tournament, right? So we have a tournament up and running, the Wormtongue tournament. That's the second last series. It's the loser finals. And, you know, after this one, we're gonna have the grand finals between the winner of this series against Sauron. Hopefully tomorrow. By the way, Sauron, are you able to play tomorrow evening? Okay, we see more and more goblins coming from this area. Creepbane has been used from Isengard to scout this, but the furnace here is going to be protected for now. The goblins, they are level 2. Level 2 means more DPS, more tankiness, and more burst. The goblins are being body blocked. He might be able to eventually, nah, never mind. The War Riders are just in position. He will damage it, but he won't be able to take it down. Beautiful trample. One shot is all it takes. And one trample to rule them all. The Uruks now leading forward. They won't be able to find this tunnel, unfortunately, for Abe Harvey, but it's fine. The fissure is incoming now for the cave trolls. Okay, that's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. I mean, that's not a bad call, I would say, you know, because as for now, he has to just fight against Uruks and War Riders, and I believe they are both bad against the cave troll. One more beautiful trample is incoming. This Uruks, they are getting body blocked quite nicely. I like the positioning a lot. Look where he is positioning them. I mean, the tunnel is already good position, right? So the tunnel is like a really in a really safe spot. So protected by the Goblin caves around it. So the only way you can attack it is either from behind or from the front. That's the only way. And that's one of the most, if not the most important tunnel for the Goblin player. The cave troll is chasing down those War Riders. More and more Goblins coming from the other side. And also from this side. So pressure is real with 2 Goblin caves. He's out spamming his opponent, but in in a bit, it's gonna be a bit more questionable, a bit more say it, more looking worse for the Goblins, because quality goes over quantity in most cases. The tunnel is gonna be safe for now. Double cave troll. He might go even for more. He might also get the chance for the fissure level 2 to recruit some half troll pikemen, which are a great counter to not only the enemy War Riders, no, but also to kill the enemy structures. So the trolls in BFME 2, they don't deal too much damage to the buildings. They will need a little bit longer time in compared to a Goblin Warrior to kill a furnace, for example. The cave trolls are more like a unit fighter, unit destroyer. Beautiful trample once again. He's doing a good job defending himself against the goblin spam. There is an offensive tunnel at the bottom left corner. He will be able to find the furnace, and Abe just demolishes that right off the bat. Crossbowman now for the defense. For now, it's about pressure a little bit, you know, a little bit counter pressure. They are kind of building up an army. May Shadow of X with the Raiders. Go hit him! Hey guys, welcome. May Shadow of X, thanks for the raid. And everybody, welcome guys to the finals of the losers bracket in the Wormtongue tournament for Battle for Middle-earth 2. This is the game number 5. As you can see, it doesn't look really great for Inumara. Abe is actually on fire today. And whoever wins that is gonna fight in the grand finals against Sauron tomorrow evening. And you know, we have also opened a Champions League for Rise of the Witch King, which is gonna start in February between the best players, just to get the chance to practice on a couple of competitive games before the big tournament is gonna happen for $1,000. So stay tuned. So the cave troll is punching those uruks on the face. We have 450 command points in total for goblins and 400 command points for Isengard. So it's pretty even, I would say, as we're talking. He is also kind of scouting. I mean, Westwall is a kind of like a big, but not so big map. I don't know if I can make my, you know, if I can make myself clear, because there are like 3 big pathways, right? So there is one pathway in the bottom side. So basically here, there is like 2 middle ones and 1 in the top side. So basically, if you just, you know, run it down from this area, you might be able to find almost every single tunnel which is hidden around this area, right? So it's not like 20 different optional pathways. There's like only 3 to 4. So finding those goblin tunnels isn't the, you know, the biggest deal in the world. Okay, more. Warg Riders against Goblin Warriors. The Goblins have not a single chance. The furnace here is gonna be damaged, but I believe, or close. Oh, nice. Nice one from Inumara. That was needed. And again, Inumara needs the win, boys. Inumara needs desperately this win. 7 power points collected for Inumara. And 10 power points collected for Abe. He has now the Devastation unlocked, which again can be used to also stun the enemy trolls for a short duration. But he needs to get pikemen in range to be able to efficiently kill them. He has now the Goblin Throw, which will also cause fear, right? I believe it's gonna cause fear. Let's see. Oh, actually, nice hit though. Nice hit. Nice shot. Actually dealt a lot of damage. Holy moly. I think that's pretty underrated. Like, I don't know why more people are using it. You know what I'm saying? So just throw the goblins on them. Like, imagine you have like 10 trolls. Everybody has like a goblin in their hands, and you throw them inside the enemy army. You can wipe them out completely. Trolls. Boom. The builder has been taken down from Inumara. That's painful. It hurts. Trolls are taking... Oh, be careful. Nice micro from Inumara just in the last possible second. They are taking damage. A lot of damage from the crossbowman. And remember, unlike the mountain trolls from the Mordor faction, those trolls, they can't recover. They cannot eat an orc and heal up. That's not possible. Pikes. Devastation is available. Still didn't use it. I mean, again, you can also use it on the trees to get money. Isengard is preparing for a big push, and I believe he wanna actually use the Devastation to stun the trolls. I think that's the plan. Goblins swarming out at the bottom side. Rebane is available, and that's what I'm talking about. You see, the trolls, as you can see, they don't deal too much damage to a very squishy building like a furnace. They need to hit it like 10 times. So it's definitely not very effective against that. This tunnel furnace is gonna be under attack. Looks like you want to give it up. There is no defense. Isengard is going for a counter attack. Warg Rider, pikeman, and crossbowman is all it takes. So the thing is that these crossbowmen are enough to kind of counter everything what the goblin player has upon the field for now. Like, goblins are weak against crossbowmen. Trolls are weak. Pikemen are weak. Like, maybe at some point of the game he will need some spider riders to be able to deal with the archers. Beautiful swarming here with 3 goblins. The cave troll is also in the range of the fortress, taking so much damage over time. The pikes are joining the battlefield. The troll is running it down into the pikes, taking so much damage. Remember, boom, hit him. Nice one. The towers are focusing on the troll. The troll has been slain now by the crossbowman. The level 2 furnace is under attack, but you see this area is so great protected. Like, not only with the units, but also, you know, the tower, the fortress, everything is able to shoot. You have multiple trolls up on the field now. One of them is level 3. And we might also get some more. No heroes besides... no heroes. I mean, no heroes, no Sharko, no Lords, no Gorkil the Goblin King, no Shelob, nothing like that. Remember, Azog as a hero does not exist in the Battle for Middle-earth 2. Only a hero for Rise of the Witch King exclusively. Okay, 6 power points collected. 700 command points available for Isengard. And Goblins have also 700 command points available. And here's now the White Man of the Unnamed special summon, which might be used right on top of the enemy unit. Beautiful shots. I'm telling you guys, look this. How effective is that? Like the Goblin throw, I'm telling you, it's such a nice ability. I'm actually curious why not everybody is using it every single time. He kills so many units with one single strike. So Abe is kind of forced to disengage. He doesn't want to take a big fight. We have Shelob as the first hero. Shelob is a very tanky hero, by the way, guys. Almost 4k health with level 1. And Drow SS, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Welcome, hope you're gonna enjoy your stream. 650 command points now. And 7 power points, 750 command points. So they are kind of scared from each other, guys. They don't take a fight like a big fight. They wanna be engaged on, you know what I'm saying? They wanna actually wait until the opponent player is making a stab. Oh, devastation? Why? I mean, the stun was kind of useless. Let's be real. Didn't achieve anything. There is no commitment. Shelob, level 3 unlocks the fear. And level 6, the poison stinger. But he's not taking the fight. So he's actually letting them destroy the furnaces without any counter pressure. Okay, so this one is going to be creeped eventually. That's a huge army though. I mean, we have like 4 cave trolls in total. And they cannot be underestimated, especially the one with the trees in their hands. They will be wiping out the entire army if you let them. So you gotta burst them down as soon as possible. And the only way you can burst them down fast enough is if they charge into your pikemen. Because crossbowmen, they don't deal too much damage to the trolls, you know? So the pikes are the best counter, obviously. The troll layer is gonna be secured. We have also lots of units at the top side. The furnace is going to be surrounded and also taken down. Huge Isengard army. But also a huge Goblin army. I think that's going to be the one fight to decide who is going to be the winner of this game. If Abe is going to be the winner, he's going to be the winner of the series and moves on to the grand finals. If Inumara wins this game, we will get the chance to see the game number 6. And I believe Inumara has much more pressure on himself than actually Abe has. Abe can afford to lose this, but Inumara can't. Shelob is coming, lots of goblins, the commitment on the level almost 3 furnace. It's more than enough DPS to burst it down fast enough. Now it's time. Now the question is, how well... Oh, but I don't know about that. I don't know about that. It's a desperate commitment. It's a really desperate commitment. I don't think it's gonna work out this way. He has multiple towers and Sharku is also... Look, you see them? He doesn't focus the trolls. Like, look at them. Just focus the trolls, man. There is one troll almost dead. You gotta just focus him. One of them is gonna be taken down. Doesn't focus the trolls, guys. This one could have been taken down many... Oh, actually, I cannot believe it. Or... Not even close, baby. And Saruman is here. And he will be even able to save the level 3 furnace. I cannot believe it. Boom! Nah, he's not gonna be able to save it. But the fortress is in a safe spot. Spider will be special summon. Now is the big commitment. Inumara wants to take down this fortress no matter what. The spiders are getting the chance to commit on it. And the spiders are doing the magic trick. The Visa Plus is a little bit too late. You know. And the fortress has been taken down. Look at the money from the Goblin play. He has 2,000 plus, 825, and Abe doesn't say a word. Saruman is screaming as he's dying, and the first victory from Inumara. We have the blue Goblin play Inumara at the bottom side, against the red Elven player Abe Harvey at the top side of the map. This is the map at Amors 2, which is like a winter skin map, you know, with like snow on the ground and stuff like this. It's not the biggest map in the world. Looks exactly like that. I would say it's like pretty much the same size like Forts of Eiseness. Like a regular size. It's not too small, it's not too big. We shall see. 2 tunnels coming up for Goblins, and actually a Malon tree into like a very early barracks coming up for Elves. Very early. Mellow the Bad, welcome to the stream. This is the first time I see you in the chat. Thanks for tuning in. Kurmai B, Smarticom, Homodois. Thank you guys so much for tuning in also. Thank you guys for not leaving me alone, for not leaving us alone, and for, you know, sharing your time with us in this beautiful evening. Hopefully we're gonna get more and more games done tonight. And if not, we will have the grand finals tomorrow between the winner of this series against Sauron. So stay tuned, it's gonna be awesome. That's a early barracks into the Lorien Archer start. Remember, Lorien Archers are also able to creep in battle for Middle-earth 2, the complete lair themselves. They don't need any assistance from a pikeman or a Lorien warrior. They can do that solo. I mean, ideally you want to use a builder to lure the wargs away from the lair, because the wargs in BFME 2 creep. They are actually more challenging. They are able to trample you down. They are working like a horseman. They can trample you, if you are in the range. That's why in most cases you will see this, like the builder is gonna lure around this area, kind of aggro the wargs, and then the archers can do the rest, slowly but surely. And I believe in a situation like that, the Lorien archers are the best units early on you can go for against goblins. They are good when it comes to creep, they are good when it comes to defend against goblin warriors, they are good against spiderlings. The only weakness of them is actually against the spider riders. That's the only way the goblin player can win this matchup. You will definitely need some spider riders in this situation. Okay, so creeping action going on. Farsight has been used from Elves, and Keef Pets is available from the goblin player in Umara. Keef Pets is able once again to nullify the leadership bonuses and debuff them, make them lose a quarter of their armor and a quarter of their damage. Creep secured. Goblins are leading forward from the right side. They are still unseen. That's the vision control from the Elven player. He was not able to see them just yet, but he might be able to see them now. And if you can see them here, look what's gonna happen. They can shoot at them now from a safe distance and kill them way before they can reach out to a Malon tree. So they saw them. They are actually right-clicking on them already. Look. Because goblins are so squishy, they cannot deal with that. At least not one of them. At least you want to be able to send like 3-4 battalions at the same time to deal any damage. Farsight has been used, and the same situation here. This is a great situation for Elves because he's body blocking. I mean, he's kind of path blocking this area completely. So with the archers here, he has lots of vision, and the goblins, they need to kind of play around it. They need to go all the way around this area, which obviously is gonna kind of extend the way and the distance you need to travel. Archers and Lorien warriors around this side. So far, Abe is doing a good job defending himself. 400 command points, but he has not lost a single Malon tree yet. We have 500 command points available for the goblin player, and the spider pit is finally coming up. I think that's a good situation, but spiderlings are not going to be the best call. You need to go for the transition into the spider pit level 2 as soon as possible to be able to recruit the anti-archer unit. And the only way you can trample them down, the only way you can fight against them, because that's what's going to happen in a triangle. They are taking care of these goblins, no problemo. And remember, the Elven faction, they are also able to recover, heal up over time when they are out of combat. Look, they are healing up. You see that? They are recovering even without the well around. It's like an Elven passive. The same passive also works on the trees. They are able to get invisible, so you can hide them for an ambush potential. Spider Pit level 2 is incoming for 500. That's actually pretty expensive. And also Spider Riders, they cost 600 each, so they are not the cheapest cavalry in the game. And it hurts if you lose them. So one pikeman only. But again, the Spider Riders, if nothing else, is gonna force the Elven player to recruit multiple pikemen to be able to fight and defend at the same time. The first counterattack with Lorien warriors, but I believe they won't be able to achieve too much. It's okay though, because he can use them for scouting, so to see what's going on. Okay. So 455 power points collected already, and we have 1 power point only for goblins. So definitely a huge lead in the PowerPoint department for the Elven player, Abe Harvey.
We bring swords from Lorien.
We bring swords from Lorien. And also the stable is up on the field now for the Rivendell Lancers. Look how much time they are buying, you know what I'm saying? They are stalling so much time with like keeping this many Goblin warriors checked. 6 power points, almost 7. He will also get the chance to capture this beautiful looking inn, which for the Elven faction would mean that you will get the chance to oh, hold on a second. That's beautiful. Get the money. Oh no, he didn't see it coming. Hey, don't try. What? No, no way you do that. Oh no, 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 no. Delete this game. Oh, he was riding it down into the pikeman. Dude, don't do that. He was having the chance to actually steal the money, or do anything else but trampling down the pikeman, you know what I'm saying? He's like, oof. And Abe is kind of feeling bad for his opponent. The Malon tree is under attack. He might be able to take it down, but it's not a big deal if you lose one single Malon tree after such a long extended game already. So the early game is very important. 525, and remember, Abe is also getting so much additional money from the creeps. He was creeping this one. He was just creeping the troll layer, getting more experience, more power points, and also more money than his opponent. 525 against 500. But the Spider Rider battalion is almost completely destroyed, and that's painful. It's really painful. Once again, they cost 600 each, and that's a huge Elven army. Good luck dealing with that. 2 pikemen, a bunch of archers, Lorien warriors. Holy moly, that's gonna be hard to defend for Goblin player Inumara. He's now hoping for a counterattack, but the Goblins are getting hardcore countered by the Lancers. So 1-2 tramples is all it takes to keep everything protected. But the same situation is not here. The Spider Riders are diving in. This one was the one which was damaged before at the top right side. I mean, doesn't look good. He has lots of archers, Goblin warriors, and he has 2 Spider Riders in the tunnel. But again, when it comes to fight this, you need to kind of try to make sure to kill all the pikemen before you engage with the Spider Riders. The good thing about the Spider Riders is they are working like a Rohirrim battalion. They are able to shoot from a safe distance too. So just burst down the pikes like he does. And once the pikes are gone, like this for example, okay, he's gonna use the cave pets eventually. Faster has been used. Okay, Tom Bombadillo, and holy guacamole. Actually, they didn't take too much damage. The Spider Riders, dude, I was expecting him to die. He was switching to the hold ground sense, I believe. It was looking better than it actually was at the end of the day. But still, he kind of disabled them. And the level 2 tunnel will be taken down. Spider Riders are committing now for a trample. The pikemen are in position. Beautiful trample is coming in clutch from the Goblin player Inumara. In the meantime, he has to give up the level 2 tunnel. That hurts. He's dropping down to 450 command points. But one more beautiful trample into the backline. But he also loses so many Spider Riders in exchange. During all this time, the Elven player was able to kill all the Goblins, trying to hurt his economy. And he can now use the lances for a counter attack. The Goblin Cave #1 is going down as well. The Tom Bombadil is going for another juicy Sonic Song ability and knocking down those Spider Riders on the ground. Lots of damage dealt. 450 command points only. He didn't even use the key pads for the fight for whatever reason. I think he should have used them to debuff them and make them weaker. 9 power points already collected after the Tom Bombadil summon. The power points are rising to the sky. He has the chance to go for the rallying call. He has the chance to go for the heal if he wants to. But it looks like you want to save up for the 15 eventually, which can, basically if you go for 5, 10, 15, 25, you can reach the final goal of 25 power point much sooner than if you choose multiple 5, multiple 10, multiple 15. So sometimes it's good actually when you save up for 25 and get to the 25 as soon as possible. 625 command points collected for Elves against 400 only for Inumara in this game. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, but it doesn't look good for Inumara. So remember, Inumara was already able to beat Abe in the quarterfinals 3-2 and was kicking Abe down to the losers bracket. That's Abe Harvey's revenge. And that's a proof that everybody can lose and win against each other. And if Abe wins that, I'm actually kind of asking myself what's going to happen tomorrow in the grand finals between Abe Harvey against Sauron. Because they didn't fight against each other yet in this tournament. Lots of Spider Riders on the field. Lots of damage. 400 command points only though. Like, Elves have now the momentum. Oh, but don't leave your... Oh, what is he doing? He actually still riding into the pikeman. But now archers are isolated. And one trample, beautiful, executed. Nice one. That will do it. This one will be able to keep this level 2 tunnel protected, which is extremely important for the Goblin player. With 10 power points, he has the chance to go for the White Man of Dalen summon. The White Man of Dalen is a great summon in a situation like that, because you can summon them on top of the enemy army and then kill all the pikemen, and once you've done that, you can just go for a trample right after that one. So White Man of Dalen is available. Lancers against Riders. Looks like Spider Riders are better. They will be able to win this fight.
Take them this way.
Oh man, look, actually they are getting bullied by the Spider Riders in the bow mod. The game is freezing now. Hopefully it's not gonna lag out. 2 power points collected for Goblins. And oh my goodness, boys, 14 power points already after the Tom Bombadillo. Well, that's nuts. That's really scary. Now the level 2 is open for a potential commitment. Weapon of Thunder will be special summon on top of the enemy units like mentioned before, but it's an unlucky timing because the lances are coming to trample them all. And Eagles, as Peregrine Took would like to say, the Eagles are coming from the spellbook of the Elven player. He might get the chance to commit against the fortress. Now we see expansions being built up, but he will just change his mind. He's saying, okay, GG, well played. I mean, Inumara still doesn't go home empty with empty hands. He will get it, you know, $10 now. And I will give him $15 because I told him if he wins against Sauron any game in the finals of the winner bracket, he's gonna get $5 for each game. So he was able to win against Sauron. He will get $15 from me, even though he would normally get 10.